To find the seasonal factor, we need to use this equation SNT. Seasonal factor means SNT. It means SNT is equals R bar T times L over sigma T equals 1 to L R bar T. So before find SNT, we need to know what is R bar T. Then first step is we need to find R bar T then. Right? To find R bar T, group the value of RT by the quarters and average these values for each quarter to find R bar T. Right? So first we have to arrange this data in the quarter wise. So there are 4 quarters. No? Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. So now we found the R values. So then we have to arrange this R value according to this quarters. So this is R3, no? R3, that is quarter 3 value. Here this is quarter 3 value, then 1.71. so we need to write it in this value in the column 1.31 because this quarter is 3, no? Then next value is quarter 4 value, this value, that is 0.63. so we can write in 0.63 then. Next value, quarter 1 value 0.42. This one, quarter 2 1.14, 1.14, no? Then next is quarter 3 1.12, quarter 3 1.12, and the quarter 4 one, this next one 1.15, 1.15. Next value, quarter 1 value 0.40. Next value, quarter 2, that is quarter 2, that is 1.11, 1.11. Next one, quarter 3 1.67, 1.67, right? Next value, quarter 4 0.65, 0.65, and the other value, this one, quarter 1 0.5. The last value, that is belongs to quarter 2, that is 1.2, 1.2. Right, now you can find the R bar values. R bar 1, R bar 2, R bar 3, and R bar 4. So how to find this R bar value? R bar 1, you can find this at this all this 0.42 plus 0.40 plus 0.5 divide by number of entries, that is 3. Then R bar 2, you can find 1.14 plus 1.11 plus 1.2 divided by 3. Then R bar 3, you can find 1.71 plus 1.42 plus 1.67 divided by 3. R bar 4, you can find similarly by add this whole thing 0.63 plus 1.15 plus 0.65 divided by 3. Now we try to find this R bar 1, then 0.42 plus 0.40 plus 0.5 divided by 3, then it's come as 0.42 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 divided by 3. The answer is 0.44. Next one, 1.14 plus 1.11 plus 1.2 divided by 3, 1.15. R bar 2. Then R bar 3, 1.71 plus 1.42 plus 1.67 divided by 3, that is 1.6. Then r bar 4, 0.63 plus 1.15 plus 0.65 divided by 3, then 0.81. Now we found the r bar values. Okay, so since we know r bar values, we can now, yes, we found these r bar values. Okay, since we need r bar values, we can use this equation now, no, because we knew all the values in this equation. R bar t we knew, r bar t we don't know. Yeah, we need r bar t. Then we can use this equation. What is the equation? SNT equals r bar t times L over sigma I equals 120 r bar. Right, so I am going to use this equation. SNT equals r bar t times L over sigma I equals 1 to L r bar t. Right, first of all I am going to simplify this part. Sigma I equals t equals 1 to L. Now our L is equals 4 r bar t. Right, it means we have to add r1 plus r2, r bar 1 plus r bar 2 plus r bar 3 plus r bar 4. Right, so then we can take r bar 1 is 0.44 plus 1.15 plus 1.6 plus 0.81. right, so we will see what is the value. 0.44 plus 1.15 plus 1.6 plus 0.81, the value is equals 4. Right, so then now we found the value of this one, right, and we know the value of L. Then I'm going to substitute SNT equals value of L, r bar t, SNT equals r bar t multiplied by value of L equals 4, then L equals 4, and value of this we found, that is equals 4, right, divide by 4, then 4 and 4 cancel, then SNT becomes as r bar t. No, then simply we can find the values for SNT. It means SN1 equals r bar 1, SN2 equals r bar 2, SN3 equals r bar 3, SN4 equals r bar 4. Right, so then it means what is the value for SN1? SN1 equals r bar 1, it means 0.44. SN2 is equals to r bar 2, value is 1.15. SN3 equals r bar 3, the value is 1.6. SN4 equals r bar 4, that is the value of 0.81. so this is the thing we did in there, and we can find SN1 equals r bar 1, that is 0.44, SN2 equals r bar 2, that is 1.15, SN3 equals r bar 3, that is 1.60, and SN4 equals r bar 4, that is 0.81. now we can add this to our table. Right, SN1 here, quarter is 1, no, SN1, that is SN1 is 0.44, then we can add 0.44. SN2 equals 0.15, so sorry, 1.15, and SN3 equals 1.6, SN4 equals 0.81, 0.81. Now what happened in here? Next, here again quarter 1 value. Quarter 1 value means this value 0.44. Next value is again quarter 2 value, that is 1.15. It means this is repeatedly come. No, then this quarter 3 value, that is 1.6. then quarter 4 value, right, that is 0.81. Likewise you can add, then again it comes 0.44, 1.15, 1.6, 0.81. Again started from 0.44, 1.15, 1.6 and 0.81, right? So we can add this value quarter wise. For each quarter there is a unique value. For quarter 1 0.44, quarter 2 0.15, quarter 3 0.6 and quarter 4 0.81. Likewise you can fill this column, right? Now we found the seasonal factor. Right, now we found only one thing, so we have to find another three things, that is trend component, cyclic component and the irregular component. Estimate the trend of the time series. Now we found the seasonal component. Now we are going to estimate the trend. Compute the deseasonalized data. To find the trend, first we have to compute the deseasonalized data. For that we can use this equation, dt equals yt over snt, right? We can use this equation, dt equals yt over snt to find deseasonalized data. So we can find d1 by using y1 over sn1, and d2 you can find y2 over sn2, and d3 you can find y3 over sn3. Okay, right? So then we can find the value for these things by using the table. d1 equals y1 over sn1, right? So this is y1 and this is sn1. Then y1 over sn1 means 10 over 0.44. Then 10 over 0.44. Then d1 you can find 22.727 means 22.73. 22.73. This value is come as 22.73. Then next one is d2 equals y2 over sn2. d2 is this one, y2 is 31 over sn2 means 1.15. 31 over 1.15. 31 over 1.15. 31 over 1.15. So what is the value? 26.956. It means 26.96. Then here comes 26.96. Then we can find the other value, that is d3, that is equals y3 over sn3. Then y3 is 43, sn3 is 1.6. Then 43 over 1.6. 43 divided by 1.6, it is come as 26.875. It means 26.88. So we can add this one, 26.88, right? It means you can divide you can find the deseasonalized data by using the value is this column divided by the value of this column, right? Then you can take the values for these other rows as 19.75, right? Now we found the deseasonalized data. then we have to find the trend component, right? So now we can find the trend component. To find the trend component, you can use this equation. Model for the trend by given the following linear regression, that is trend equals b naught beta naught hat plus beta 1 hat times t, right? So we can write the equation trend t equals what's the equation? Beta naught hat plus beta 1 hat t. Then you need to find, to get the value for this equation, you need to find beta naught and beta 1, right? So beta naught you can find by using this equation, right? So that is sigma t dt times n t bar dt over sigma t squared subtraction n t squared. So then we can find beta 1 hat by using the equation sigma t times dt sigma t times dt t times dt subtraction n t bar then dt bar over sigma t squared minus n t bar squared, right? Then what you have to do is, to estimate the values, you need to find t dt and t bar, then dt bar, t squared, right? So you have to use a separate table for this, otherwise it is difficult to find. Then you can find beta naught hat, so beta naught hat by using this equation. Beta naught hat equals d bar t subtraction beta 1 t bar, dt bar subtraction beta 1 hat t bar, right? So to find the values for this one, you have to use the separate table. So this is the table, these t values, because you need t dt. So to find the t dt is mean t multiplied by dt. So we can take t values from this column, right? T values is in that column, and dt value is in this column, where dt in this column, right? So dt values in this column, so we can take t values from that column and dt values from this column to that table. Then you can find t times dt, it means t multiplied by dt, right? T multiplied by dt means first 1 multiplied by 22.73, that is 22.73, right? That is 22.73, and the next value is 2 multiplied by 26.96, value is come as 53.92, right? Then you can find the next value, that is 3 multiplied by 26.88, that is 80.64, right? Likewise you can find the other values by multiplying the values in these two columns. T times dt, you have to multiply that t dt, then you can take the answers as 79, right? Then you have to find sum of this one by adding all of those values. If we add these all, the sum is come as 4055.64, right? Now you find TDT, right? TDT, that is 4000, and sum is 4055.64. Then you have to find T squared. T squared means you have to square this one. T squared means 1 squared, that is 1. Then next 2 squared. 2 squared means 4. Then 3 squared, that is 9, right? Then T squared means 4 squared, that is 16, no? Likewise you can take 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 169, 196, 225 and 256, right? If you take the addition of these things, then you can take 1496, sum of these values in this column. I think now you found what we need to find this one, no? Right, now we can substitute to find sigma t times dt. Sigma t times dt means this one, no? Sigma t times dt. T times dt means this one. Sigma t times this 4055.64. So we can write 4055.64 here, minus n means number of entries. There are 16, no? Then you can write 16 in there, right, multiplied by t bar. T bar means sigma t over n. Sigma t means this one. Sigma t, total of this 136. N means 16. It means you can write here 136 divided by 16. This is t bar. And dt bar, it means sigma dt. Sigma dt means dt is this one. Sigma dt is 460.48. 4060.48. You need to find dt bar. It means you need to divide by number of entries, that is 16, right? Divide by sigma t squared. T squared is this one. Sigma t squared means 1496. 1496. Subtraction n equals 16. T bar means t, sigma t over n. Sigma t means this one, 136, divide by, then sigma t means 136. T bar means you have to average this, it means divide by 16, and t bar squared means you have to square all of these. Then you can cancel this 16 and this 16. Then 4055.65. 4050, sorry, so we have to do this one, no? 136 multiplied by 460.48 divided by 16, then it's come 3914.08. and here we can simplify 1496. Subtraction 16 is cancelled with this, so then you can take 136 multiplied by 136 divided by 16, it is come 1156. So we can simplify further. 4055.64 subtraction 3914.08, that is come 141.56 divided by 1496, subtraction 1156, that is 340. Then we can find beta 1 hat equals 1456 divided by 340, it is 0.416, means 0.42. right? After finding beta 1 hat, we can find beta naught hat equals dt bar. What is dt? dt means sigma dt is 400 and dt bar we can find then 460.48 bar means divide by number of entries 16 minus beta 1 means now we found values 0.42 t bar sigma t is 1136 then 136 divided by bar means 16, right? Beta naught hat equals here 460.48 divided by 16, that is 28.78. Subtraction 0.42 multiplied by 136 divided by 16, the value is come 0.57. Beta naught had come as 28.78 subtraction 3.57, that is 25.21. right, now we found beta naught hat and beta 1 hat, then we can substitute value for this equation. TRD equals beta naught means 25.21 plus beta 1 means 0.42 t. This is the trend equation. So by substitute the value for this t equals 1 to 16, then we can find the trend values for this equation. Then you can fill the column belongs to trend component.